I made like a whole song and dance about like basically, as always, I announced in my Discord that I was going to be live at 8 p.m. GMT. And then I made a whole song and dance of being like, oh, but I'm not sure, guys. Oh, I might be a little bit late. Oh, I might not be able to fully know when I'm going to be live. And then I realized that my timings were fine, actually, and I would be live at 8. And then made a whole thing again of being like, nope, I'll be on time. I won't be late. And then I was still like a minute late. Which doesn't sound like much, but it was an amount of time. And for that, I'm sorry. For that, I'm so sorry. It's still late today. I can't help it. I think I have a disease, and the disease is late-itis. As in, late it is me. It is the one that is late. Also, hello, Toxic. But what about the killer? There's a killer? I'm sorry, I can't give you any updates on the killer. We haven't figured anything else out yet. You know as much as I do about the killer. Your late is inflamed. So inflamed. The inflammation is crazy. There's so many blood vessels popping off about me being late right now. I also have a glass of wine in a lovely IKEA wine glass. Can I just say, this is the ideal wine glass shape, and I won't take any critique. You know why it's perfect? Look at this stem, incredibly easy to hold. You can hold it like this if you're nervous, and you can also hold it like that if you're classy. Look at the flat bottom of the wine glass and then the gentle curve up. It's perfect. You feel so cool drinking from this. And it holds wine nicely. You can pour up to there and know that you're getting a pretty reasonable portion. That's such a vibe. Kind of love drinking water from a wine glass. I respect it because this is a fun glass. This shit's boring. We need to move on from this as a society. I feel like an idiot holding a water glass. I know about inflammation. Guess who has tonsillitis again? Is it you? That sucks. Was it on stream that I learned that tonsillitis, like, that you need tons? It was on stream, right? I think it was you mentioning you had tonsillitis and me being like, oh, just get rid of those things. And then I learned for the first time that apparently you do need tonsils, and getting them removed is a last resort. This is crazy to me. I feel like I've heard stories of my mum having tonsillitis and getting her tonsils removed in her 20s, like, all the time. And she made it sound so chill. But apparently it's not. Apparently it's bad for you. Who could have guessed that removing a part of your body could permanently alter you? I still say get rid of it. It's just like the appendix. You don't really need it. If doctors tell you that you need your tonsils, they're lying. Why did you yell in our ear? I'm actually so sorry. It's because my controller wasn't plugged in. And to plug it in, I had to lean over here. Which means I had to get really close to my microphone. Which normally I sit further away from because I'm aware that this isn't the best experience for anyone. Yeah, so there's that. Hollow Knight, SILKSONG, more like Toxic Balumphadoy, Birth Song. I didn't hear that. Why didn't I hear that? Because I haven't switched to Yeti microphone yet. Now I've heard that. Is your wife dead? Is your wife dead?
The M in ASMR stands for Melu.
It does, and the A stands for ah! It stands for ah! Stop, Mello! Right now! And then right now is just one word. Speaking of killer, my Ace Attorney brain rot is so bad. How much Ace Attorney 3 did you get through before the SILKSONG brain rot got through? Not as much as I'd like to admit. So I did the first case of Ace Attorney 3, and then I'm a little bit of the way into the second one. But unironically, the SILKSONG brain rot is crazy. Like, I loved Hollow Knight, but I don't remember feeling like this. Like, I legitimately have been contemplating becoming just a full-time... And by full-time, I just mean for all of my streams. I don't mean as a job. Becoming, like, a full-time SILKSONG streamer. Because straight up, I actually can't imagine going to... Like, I can't imagine playing other games now. I can't imagine how I would possibly get anything out of that. Like, part of me wants to do all achievements, but anything to do with Steel Soul makes me nervous. So, That's a thing. So, I would like to give the cursed fight one more try, and after I've given it a try, I'd like to tell you all something. Something secret. But let's go give this a go. My controller is falling apart, by the way. Like, bits of the plastic on the thumb grip have completely flaked off in a way that is increasingly unpleasant to touch. Oh, well, that's bad. Oh well. Let's just go in with one less health. I don't care. I'm over it. Is birthday still banned? Birthday is banned. Birthday will always be banned, which is crazy actually, because I'm 5 days away from my real actual birthday. And my birthday's a Monday. I might even stream on my birthday this year. This might be the first time I actually stream on my birthday. Right, I'm gonna lock in, so nobody talk to me. Maybe you all should be talking to me. Me being locked in is thoroughly making things much worse. This is what happens when you go in with less health, you guys.
Happy birthday, Melu. Happy birthday, Melu. Happy birthday, Melu. Happy birthday, Melu.
I said stop telling me it's my birthday! You're only like a little bit close. Oh, well. I didn't even get to phase 2. That's so messed up, you guys. I'm actually so mad. And you know why I shouldn't have done that? I'll show you in a minute, but let me catch up. Hold on. Rude, you're wishing people that aren't me happy birthday. Sorry, things just connected in my brain. That it's January the 14th, which I think is a very special day for someone else.
Happy birthday, toxic. Happy birthday, toxic. Happy birthday, toxic. Happy birthday, toxic.
Yeah, actually, turn that shit up. Happy birthday, toxic. Happy birthday. Happy age day. Happy International Toxic Day. It does suck so bad that you have tonsillitis. Tonsillitis on your birthday is a gift from the universe, but like a bad one. Like, the universe gave you this gift to celebrate your birthday, and you have to be like, oh, thanks. I've wanted this for so long. This is... Oh, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. Tonsil day. Happy tonsil day! I think your tonsillitis will go away tonight, but you will then have tonsillitis for one day every year on your birthday forever. Which probably sounds like a pretty good deal when you're in the throes of tonsillitis. Also, I also just saw that, yeah, birthday gets auto-modded, and then any mod, so like Trash and Corvus basically get to decide how they feel. So sometimes they decide today is not a birthday day, and you don't get to have a birthday. Luckily today, they let you have a birthday. Also, Thievery, hello. Did I not beat that boss last stream? I did. And then I picked up this quirky thing called Cursed Status. Cursed Status means I can't use any of my silk skills or any of my tools, and I also can't change crests, so I'm just stuck with this one. So it means that my attack is like different. I have a different charged attack. I have a different pogo that I actually kind of love. And there's basically an achievement and an ending that you get for beating that boss specifically while cursed. And obviously you can see I didn't manage to do it just now. But I did actually manage to do it earlier. And I filmed it. So I'm gonna show you all right now. I'm gonna show you all the attempt, and I will turn the volume on. I'm sorry that there's two of me, by the way. I would disappear if I could. So for context, I spent like half an hour earlier today attempting this. And this was literally my last attempt before I was like, I'm gonna stop. I'm not doing any more today. So, You can see that I look kind of miserable. I wasn't. I was having an absolute blast. I also was popping off, unironically. Like, the attempt I just now did was so bad compared to this. Like, you know, there's a couple of flops, but overall, it's pretty solid, right? Serious Mellow is scary. You're also lucky that you don't have to see me this locked in most of the time. Because, like, it's kind of upsetting, right? I look stressed. Can I high five myself? I can go. I wish I'd planned for this. I wish I'd prepared. Also, you can see that I'm, like, doing stretches because I've been having, like, horrible shoulder pain recently. And I was determined to have, like, a stretch after every attempt. And I was trying to stick to that. I'm really bad at this phase in Cursed, by the way. Truly, I have no idea how I did this second try normal. I think that's frankly ridiculous. Especially because I didn't know I could get rid of the spikes. But honestly, this attempt went pretty okay. Which you can see. Also, thank you for the 62-month resub, by the way. With Prime, which I love. It feels good when it's slightly less your real money. I got exceptionally lucky there, by the way. Like, I jumped at the last millisecond that I think I could get away with it. And then I think I fall on spikes in a second, and it's kind of stupid. Yeah, I fall on spikes there. And then at this point, I had one mask, and I wasn't done. And this was also the closest I'd got, so I was losing my mind. Like, I feel like you can see me going a little insane. And making those, like, whether Silk goes over the screen and you have to, like, find a spot to stand, it is the scariest feeling in the whole world. And then I did it. I'm gonna mute because then I started talking, but, like, I don't think you should all have to listen to a single thing I said at this point. But now we can just watch the ending together, you guys. You look so logged in. Yeah. I don't, like... I can play a game and not talk about it, guys. I can. It just looks like that. And you can see, like, at this stage when I start talking, like, the switch to having room in my heart for love again. So sorry, Thievery saying happy flesh expulsion day, Toxic. Top 10 scariest ways to phrase that. I love it. Is your wife dead? Is your wife dead?
It was such a strange decision of you to beat the fight and then immediately recite your real name and address and exact GPS location.
Yeah, okay, fine. You got me, Toxic. I have to mute what I was saying at this point because I was just reciting all of my details. I gave my national insurance number. I said my bank details and 3 silly numbers on the back. This happens to me when I feel relief after high tension. We all know that I recite those details, okay? You don't have to draw attention to it. Like, I just have to mute, okay? I just have to go quiet for a bit so no one can hear what I'm saying. And I thought we were all okay with that. I like to play a pre-recorded message. So when I beat a boss on stream, I have a pre-recorded message ready to go so you all don't notice. And then I just mute myself live. So in the moment, I'm giving those details, but normally you don't notice. Except obviously now I didn't have that prepared because I just didn't think I was going to get this attempt. Thank you for using 100 bits to tell me that, to tell everyone what I do, for killing the illusion. God forbid there be magic in the world. Taping every single joint of my body because work's kicking my ass. God, sign me up. I would love to tape every part of my body. I actually straight up caved. I was in so much pain yesterday. It was ridiculous. So I should say this recording was today. I was in so much pain yesterday that I caved and booked a deep tissue massage. And then today, I got a call from the clinic where I booked the massage, basically saying that there'd been an incident at the clinic and they're going to have to close for 2 weeks. So This feels like the universe looking me dead in the eye and saying, Mello, you should take care of your health more promptly, because if you don't, we will close everything ever and you'll die. Anyway, so that was me doing that. It's also why when I started the stream, I like rapidly closed the title screen, because I didn't want you all to see that I had the screen you get from winning. Also, let me catch up with Twitch chat. I'm so behind. Doing Grandma's Silk Curse gave me so much more respect for that whole fight because it's so much fun. Straight up, I loved it on Cursed mode. Doing that on Cursed mode felt like what Radiance felt like the first time round. I was so ass at Radiance. I try not to think about it. It's weird because she also gave my national insurance number. Yeah, I say any national insurance number I know, followed by the full name of the person whose number that is. And I know quite a few people's national insurance numbers just because I know things. Just because I'm really good at instinctively knowing numbers. So, if you want to help me celebrate my birthday the West way, you can do that and share your credit card number with me. Yeah, come on guys, including the expiry month and year and the 3 special numbers in the back. Come on. You don't want Toxic to have a bad birthday, right? You gotta help them out. Just a little birthday treat. It's their birthday! Come on, hand over the numbers! Yeah, incident, unironically. They gave no detail, they just said incident and then had to close. I'm gonna go get my cocoon, and then I'm gonna uncurse myself, because unless we can think of any silly, goofy, fun things I can do while cursed, I would quite like to be able to know where I am on the map. I kind of miss that part of life. I think, by the way, I'm getting... I was about to say, I'm getting so good at this run back. I was until observed, and now I'm bad at it. Now I'm really bad. This is my weight measurements as of 2021 stress. Yeah, I've kind of evolved as a person, but just not that much, you know? I still tell people's... I still, you know, publicly share other people's personal details when stressed, but I just don't share the same details. It changes year on year, you know? Never say I don't have depth and contain multitudes, because I do. And how dare you say that? Yeah, okay, I don't think there's actually anything fun over on those sides. I think they're just the way you are. They're just the way they are. Sorry to say I don't actually have a credit card. God damn it. Well, you got me there. I guess I can't say those fun little... Oh. I guess I can't say those fun little numbers if you don't have them. Oh shit, okay. I guess that's what happens when you try to heal while cursed. That's fun. There's like a few you could do while cursed, but I don't remember who with. And the only one I can think of you're currently locked out of. Fair enough. Maybe I'll just go get uncursed, you guys. Also, waist. It was waist measurements, but I genuinely think, Trash, the stream where I had a whole bit about waist measurements, because of actress Lily James, who had a 17-inch waist in the corset when filming Cinderella. That's a fact, I know. I think we did also joke about me knowing everyone's, like, all body measurements you can think of, I know, basically. I think it was Greymore, right? We need to go talk to the person that I've been desperate to talk to. What sort of incidents happen at massage parlors that require 2-week shutdowns? I truly am terrified to know, Johan. I could not even begin to tell you. The only thing I can think of is they found some sort of, like, gas leak in the building. But it's like, does that take 2 weeks to fix? I just don't know. I just don't know enough about building maintenance, massage parlors, or, you know, measurements of time. I know nothing about any of that. What happens if I talk to you while cursed? You're looking a bit raw there, miss. I'm thinking it'll take more than my nectar to fix you up. A parasite of your land has twisted itself into my shell. Its writhing is causing some discomfort. If not for my unique constitution, I suspect it would have consumed me already. Well, don't be bringing such dangerous things in here. Head to the top of the moors. There's an odd doctor hiding in her bell. Her remedies are said to often hurt more than they help, but given your state, I'd say it's worth the risk. I think it's interesting that so many places in the game, like, tell you sort of where to go, as long as you just talk to them. I think that's nice. If you get captured by the slab cage bugs while cursed, the baby kills the bug. That's sick. I love having a parasite, you guys. I think it's neat. I wonder how many people do like, you know how all of the Hollow Knight and now SILKSONG speedrunners do like weird shit in speedruns? I saw the other day a speedrun of someone doing the Last Judge, but doing the Courier's Rasher at the same time. So basically going from Belheart up via Last Judge to deliver the Courier's Rasher in one fell swoop. I bet people have done some weird cursed speedruns. Like, getting cursed as quick as possible and then doing, you know, X challenge while cursed. It's full abortion time! Yippee! Yippee, everyone! Also, do you know how I said I have horrible pains? I'm gonna turn off my webcam for a minute so I can just do some stretches. I'll leave my microphone on so we can talk. But I am gonna do stretches, and I think they're kind of embarrassing to do while on camera, so no one's allowed to look. If shoulder keeps troubling you, I highly recommend yoga because it's done a lot of good for me after strong drugs did nothing and physio did a bit. I'm truly thinking about it because it's like, this is the first time I've had like a body pain like this. I've lived a blessed life, you guys. This body's been kind to me. And then it feels like 2026 happened. AKA, you know, the year I turned 25. And I truly think, like, my body could tell I was about to turn a quarter of a century old. And it decided to give me some of those pains that you hear about. And it's like, it's been going on long enough now that it's like, it feels permanent. And the idea that I would be in this much pain from being crouched over my desk all day forever is horrible, really, just horrible. So I'm getting a massage, I'm doing more stretches in the daytime, and truly, I think yoga or Pilates would do me some good. I just need to actually, like, do it. I found a place near me that does yoga, that's, like, really close to me, but it was something like £80 a month. And respectfully, I think that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Do they know that I can just find a YouTube tutorial and then just, like, do yoga on my own? Like, I'd prefer an instructor and a mat and the company of others, but I don't need it, you guys. I can do that online. I'm just currently doing backflips. You don't know that I'm not. I'm currently doing basically just shoulder rolls. I googled the other day, like, basically I did like neck and shoulder stretches you can do from your desk, and then I found a website and I've just been following that because, like, straight up, this has been detracting from my work time because I feel like I have to take a break every 15 minutes to do stretches, so I kind of just needed something I could do from my desk. No Miller stretches. I would love to, like, I think we should all do stretches right now. Straight up, this is going to be a thing that I do for the rest of today at minimum. And doing stretches while streaming might even be a thing that I have to take on, like, forever. Because, you know, this body of mine, it's been around some years. And more years every day. I age a year every day, is kind of how it feels recently. So I just think it'd be good for all of us. Let's all take care of ourselves. I think Trash has kind of already got it covered with the yoga, but the rest of us, we're not doing enough, you guys. We need to sort this out. You're stuck in this thing forever. You kind of don't want your shoulders to treat you like dirt. But to get your shoulders to treat you nice, you have to treat your shoulders nice. Sorry, I'm doing a stretch where I have to, like, pull my head into my shoulder, and it's kind of awkward to talk while doing that. Anyway, I'm back. Find a Pilates class, I'm so serious. I went on holiday a couple years ago that had, like, a kind of Pilates class in the evenings, and I really liked it. There's like a gym I could go to, but, like, the Pilates and yoga sessions get booked out really fast because they're not £1 billion, and apparently that's hard to come by in this economy. You pay $90 for Pilates? I think that's so fucked up. If our bodies need it, it should be free. 28 for 4 classes over 4 weeks, but equivalent isn't included. That seems reasonable. That is what I would allow. 90 every week? It's insane but necessary? Yeah, that is wild. I can see how it'd be helpful though. Again though, such a shame that you can't just like, it should be free, it should be free. I think massages, eye care, teeth care, and like yoga or Pilates should be free to everyone. I'm sick, madame, and badly in need of your service. I've become host to a vile infestation. It leeches my strength and attempts to wrest control of my shell. Oh yay! Yanabe! Oh my god, Yanabe is so cute and so small. Not now. Now! What's all this? Infested, are you? Do you even know who I am? Why, 'tis the great Yanabe, genius physician, unfairly outcast, who now towers before you. I suppose you are above me. I apologize for intruding on your work, but if you are the skilled physician you claim, I ask your assistance. A parasite has wormed its way inside of me. Its roots twist and pull inside my shell, draining my strength. If you possess the skills and tools, I would see it removed. Well, so you're a special sickly specimen, are you? That changes matters, yes, turns them on their head. Let me see. Not haunted, indeed. No silk sickness, but something strange has clawed its way in. These roots that torment you so, I'm not altogether familiar with them, and it matters not. If there's something nasty inside a shell that must come out, we must use Yanabe's extricator. It's your only hope. Put me in the thing. To crack your stiff shell, we'll need some extra strength. The healing could be done, but before that, my mighty extricator needs an upgrade. Okay. And you promise that if I promise you this wish, you won't immediately snap my neck and put a parasite inside of me? Because I recently had a bad experience where that happened. Oh, it's private reformer tutoring. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. If it's private, like one-on-one, I can see why it's more expensive than a class, but still. My body needs it, it should be free. Mello accidentally stumbles into the Socialist Autonomy Manifesto. But I think it's straight up true. It's true, and the idea that there could be anyone walking around that thinks that it wouldn't be true is batshit to me. How could you, a person with a body, walk around and not think that you, a person with a body, and therefore all bodies, should deserve the things that it needs? The task view is simple. Head over to... Oh. Oh no! Ah, 2 bugs hide away there. Benjamin and Krull, simple types, woefully ignorant, yet they've been useful in procuring me materials. It's steel spines I need, a full bundle, forged hard and sharp, tougher than I've ever had, tough enough to crack stone and to pierce your thick shell. Prepare your machine. I shall soon return with the spines, for I am eager to see myself freed. Hold. Oh. Okay. See, that's annoying, because I remember those two, and my memory is that they are in Sinner's Road, which, if we don't all remember, is a bad place that no one should go to. You've been doing yoga basically weekly basis for nearly 2 years, and it's insane how much benefit it's had. Yeah, like I hear it, obviously. Like I'm aware that like stretching in general and staying flexible is one of the healthiest things you can do. This is rough. So I have a feeling that they're here. So to get to Sinner's Road, it's basically the top of this section. That's fine. That's doable. That's a thing I can do. But yeah, it's a hard habit for me to get into in general. Like, I've been feeling a need for more health and fitness in my life. But I really hate waking up early, and I feel, oh my god, I need to remember that I can't heal. Because I'm playing a little fast and loose with Hornet's health right now. Yeah, in general, I wish that I, like, took better care of my health. And it should be something that I paid more attention to. I just find it so hard to, like, stay on top of like, doing things like yoga or like, going to the gym. Going swimming is a big one. I really like swimming, and I feel like I never get to do it. Oh god, you guys. Oh, I'm making some bad choices in the grand scheme of things. Okay. I'm not like anti-quitting out if I have to. How have I fucked this up this badly? Wait, I know exactly how I fucked this up this badly. I shouldn't have come in here in the first place. I just need to go up here. And then I can bench as well. Thankfully. Helpful. Like the Smiling Friends edit, the scene with the doctor that takes Charlie's parasite out. I barely remember that, and I wish I did. I'm mad at myself because I really like Smiling Friends. I get what you mean, is currently eating a burger. Hey, you can eat a burger! Ain't nothing wrong with a burger. You know? It's honestly, it's more like the physical aspects of like, these bones don't move enough. Like at all. Especially because I work from home and I have an office job. So it's like, I don't move from this spot most of the time. And I just find it really hard because like, from waking up to finishing work, that's a long day. And then I don't really have like the feeling of time. Having a weekly class is kind of essential to having a routine. Because doing it from home, you just know you won't stay on top of it. Yeah, I feel the same about like, if I just like watched YouTube yoga, I wouldn't commit. Like, I would need it to be something that was booked in advance and was outside of my house. Also, hold on. I know I just saw a message from Trash about me. Okay, yeah. Also, Mello missed my message about her birthday present, but the message is that Mello has presents. I'm excited. I have presents? You didn't have to get me presents. I'm also excited. I can't believe I'm turning 25. It's scary. I don't like it. And my body hates it as well. Good bugs, I'm here on request of the Dr. Yarnaby. She requires spines forged of steel for a crucial operation. Look at her benching. She's all sick-like, coiled up tight with something weird. I reckon that operation's for herself. She's a sad sight for sure, Kroll, but sick or not, our scrap's hard found. If she's wanting, we's gotta be getting paid. Afraid the little one speaks true. You might be ailing, but we can't offer charity. We're stocking the spines you need. You just gotta be ready to part with some beads. Yeah, whatever. 160? Child's play. I have 160 beads daily, just breathing. This episode where he's told he'll get fired if he doesn't come in and then has an acid trip. I remember that one. He lies about being sick, but then he eats food and he gets poisoned. I remember. For your shell's sake, we'll be hoping all them spines can get the job done. Another trade fairly conducted. Those spines are sharp and they've hardly begun to rust. Better be getting back to your dock. Yeah, I guess I should. Time to leave this horrible place that I hate. I think I've come in through the bottom one. Okay. Ah! Shit. Well, I picked a bad route for leaving. That's my own doing. Whew. You got the routine of going on an hourish walk, listening to your audiobook at least twice a week. That would also be really good. What I should do is, and I did try to stay on top of this, but I really struggled, is that I don't have to leave the house for work, but obviously my boyfriend does. And I've had phases of trying to get into the habit of like meeting him halfway on his walk back from work. And that's generally been good for me. I just find it really difficult, again, with having a job that's from home and online. It's very difficult sometimes to draw a line of when I'm done. I really struggle, like, hard committing to a time that I'm done. So sometimes I'll just be like, oh, I could head out now and get a walk, or I could just do 5 more minutes of work, and then I do 5 more minutes of work, like a fool. I need to stretch again. You guys, this is crazy. This is crazy. It just sucks, actually, that it impacts, like, my main hobby. Where am I even going? Wait, I'm going back to the doctor. Yeah, straight up, I do not know why I just did this. I forgot that the doctor was also in Greymoor. Also, so this route back from halfway home to the Bellway was my like rosary farming route in early game. Partly. So I feel like I'm just so instinctively trying to do that all the time. Audiobooks would be so good for me. I'd read more and I would probably have to find other things to do while reading. As someone who is newly not 25, I gotta say it's not that bad. Honestly, like, I feel pretty good about 25. Literally my only problem is that, coincidentally, I'm having a bout of bad health at the exact same time as turning 25. But otherwise I feel pretty cool about it. It's nice being older. It's nice having lived a life and more of it, you know? I think 26 is gonna freak me out, but I think that's how everyone feels about the year after the next one, you know? You have to wait a couple weeks to receive them. Yeah, I have, like... We need to make plans, because I currently have, like, no plans for 2026 aside from, like, January. So much year, and so much I don't know what I'm doing with it. I feel so chill about 26, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure when I'm 25, and I've been 25 for some time, I'm sure it'll be like, oh, well, that's fine. That's just the next one. But right now, I'm 24, so it feels really far away. But also, I don't feel like... I was thinking this a few weeks ago. I feel like the second 2026 happened, I felt like I'd turned 25. Because it's only a 19-day difference. And I think I've been subconsciously prepping myself to be 25. And it's worked. Yeah, you can have these spines. I don't need them. I'm scared of turning 25. That is because I'm 27. Yeah, going back 2 years sounds scary. Conceptually, if that's possible, who knows where it ends. And I'd rather not go back to being 6. I quite like being older than that. Finally, a specimen worthy of my mighty extricator, my beautiful, unfairly maligned extricator. Yay! I love being put into torture devices. Silk and Song torture machine. No, there's not an animation. Oh my god. It's not torture, it's an abortion. Yeah, that's reasonable. You gotta admit though, the machine looks a little torture-y. Like the procedure? Yeah. The machine? Crest of the Witch. Whip the needle in sweeping swings. Leech the life of foes through twisted roots. No, that was the only way. But also, if the only way was to just stab Hornet in the chest with needles, like... Surely she could have done that herself, you guys. She has a needle. The operation a success. The simpletons hiding in that blasted Belvane would shudder into dust if they saw how much I achieved without them. Madame, I shan't lie. That was an ordeal such as I have rarely suffered. I hate your machine. And yet the parasite does seem to have been unbound somewhat. Whatever remnant still lingers in my shell feels calmed, enough for me to claim its power as my own. Perhaps this is a fortunate result after all. Of course, great Yarnaby has healed you. Shout it through the caverns, scream it from the great spinning towers. Just make sure they hear you in the so-called civilized settlements of this ignorant land. Half-wits the lot of them, such grand achievement wrought by Yarnaby. A bug healed full by marvellous machine. It's just, Yarnaby, it really feels like you crafted a machine for one very specific purpose, and that is to remove parasites by dreadful force. And I just don't really understand why this device came to mind for you. Yippee! Ow. A few weaklings expire and they all raise their claws. Is there no place for progress in their tiny minds? So true. There is something more about you. I've sliced the shells of countless filthy pilgrims, all those plain greying innards. Yours is something else entirely. It tickles at my mind still. What is it of your shell that eludes even my perfect, precise perception? Would you show me specimen? Go on. Let the great Yarnaby peer at your deeper, dark secrets. I've no desire to see my shell pried into you further, healer. Your service has succeeded in taking its toll in pain. I hope that I never seek your aid again. I have declined. Another slap! God, they were getting as much as they could of that slap animation. They built the animation, and god damn it, they were gonna get their best. Maybe I should destroy your house. Ooh! Okay. Okay, I think I'm done now. Bye-bye. This is your favorite crest by far? I kind of, if it works basically the same, like, it seems like it works the way that it did for, like, I beat, I'm struggling with my words, you guys, and I need you to know it's specifically because I'm sat further back in my chair to like, help my shoulders, and something about sitting back like this makes it really hard to think. Whatever. I beat, GMS with this, and that honestly felt pretty good. I kind of liked it. The tracking with the down pogo is crazy delightful. And now I can actually put shit on it. Let's go with parry. I'm also just gonna use the memory lockets. I have 6. I kind of don't see any reason not to. Also, this is important for lore about ending 1, because it shows that how binding a crest is something one it has to be sure she has power over. So what happens when she binds a god? It kind of makes it seem like what happened when she bound GMS is that where she, like, what she was worried about happening with the parasite is what happened. Like, with God. God was a parasite, but it, like, immediately took her over. Oh my god, wait, this gives you spots for 3 blue... 3 blue tools is actually kind of great. Because, I don't, like, especially when you have 1 yellow spot, some of these yellow ones kind of become a bit... later in the game. Quick double bind and mirrors. Yeah, that makes sense. I've actually never used mirror. I got it and then I've never actually tested it out. I'm not a fan of multi-binder by default. I like it for platforming. You will be with this crest? Okay, okay. Maybe I'll experiment. And then what was the third one? Quick. Do I even have quick? Is that a thing? I'll keep that for now. And then let's equip my tools. I'm gonna go with Sting Shard and Tax. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go with Straight Pin, honestly. Okay. Unironically, I'm doing stretches again. I told you guys this is gonna happen a lot today, and we all just need to accept it. Also, Thievery, if you're still here, enjoy the last hour of your shift. I hope it's the kindest hour of work you've ever had in your life. Oh, wait, you can't heal with this crest unless you hit someone, but it does insane damage. I guess that explains why Double Bind is useful. That makes sense. You should check the Songclave quest board. I would love to go back to Songclave. There's a couple things I had in mind to do today. The other thing is that I've realized that I can actually get another crest today because I bought the key, the architect's key down in the Underworks, and I remembered that that is for a chapel. So I'm assuming somewhere in the Underworks, presumably close to the architect, is like another crest where I can use that key. There's another binding crest you prefer, but that's for wanderers. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, we should all have a stretch break. If it wasn't for the fact that they're really it's really embarrassing to look at me while I'm stretching, I would straight up like leave my webcam on and force you all to do the same stretches as me. As a verbal description, the first thing I do is I basically put my arms directly in front of me, almost as if I'm going for a hug. And then I lift my arms in that same, like, 90 degree at the elbow position. I lift my arms from, like, shoulder height to above my head. The next one is just rolling my shoulders like forward 10 times, backwards 10 times, and then forwards again. Wait, you can't still see me, right? I know you can't see me. You can't see me, right? You can hear me. Corvus, I don't know how to explain that even though I'm literally looking at Streamlabs and I can see that you can't see me, that like really confused me. You have such a truthful demeanor, Corvus, and to use it for evil, to use it for deception, I can't fathom why you would do that. But also I was looking directly at the bit for the screen where I'm not visible, and somehow that still got me. Anyway, yeah, rotate the shoulders 10 times forward, 10 times back, and then repeat. And then the other one is just basically bend your head so it's kind of ear to shoulder as much as you can. And just kind of hold that for 10 seconds. And then go the other way for 10. So yeah, basically tilt your head in direction of your shoulder. Okay, and then the other side. Excellent shoulder stretch I did in yoga is to let your head tilt sideways to one shoulder while keeping your shoulder relaxed. And then hold out the opposite. Okay, hold on. Let me trust this. Head tilt sideways to one shoulder while keeping your shoulder relaxed. And then hold out the opposite arm down at a 45-degree angle. Down at a 45. Hold on. Wait. Let me lean forward for this one. Oh wait, I think I get it. Oh my god, that one's confusing for me to wrap my head around. I do well with pictures. I think I need to expand my repertoire of stretches. And I plan to do that by finding more videos of stretches. The other one is to kind of just tilt your head weird, but like I can't verbally describe how I'm doing this. So I'm just gonna leave it. And then obviously the main thing is just like getting up and having more breaks like from my computer, which I actually did today and it helped. I tend not to take breaks very often while I'm working, which is rough. Basically, I have really bad like work practice, which is bad. It's like actually actively a bad idea to get into bad work from home habits when you exclusively work from home. I should never have gotten into these habits, you guys. It's messed up. We cannot see you, I promise. The thing is, I knew, but like, I was like, what if I'm being silly? Okay. Let's go to Songclave. You've never known Corvus to lie. That's the thing! When you never know someone to lie and they say something that you know is a lie, it just makes you want to test it. Okay, that does seem to do, like, pretty good damage. Oh, whoa! Oh my god, sorry, that's so delightful. Oh my god, the fact that I can run. Oh! I can't heal. I can't heal at all, so what gets activated when I bind? Does it just... Oh, I guess it does damage to surrounding enemies. God, that dash attack is actually the most beautiful thing I think I've ever seen in this game. I've got to expel the wacky, devious thoughts somehow. If the alternative is to do much wackier, much more devious things, then I guess I'll listen to an occasional lie. That works for me. If you sat on the floor, you'd be like hovering with your fingers just above the floor. Yeah, I can kind of picture it. Yeah, I can picture it. Do you have dialogue? Okay, nothing new, that's fine. Nothing new on the... Oh, Songclave. Why did I come here? I'm going to Songclave. Sorry, Bellheart. You've upset me. You've pissed me off. Eagle pose arms are good for upper back, but there's no way I can explain how to get into it. I need to like look into other stretches, because the ones I've been doing have been helpful, but like, I just want to expand my repertoire a bit. Pick up some new ones. You need to be in close range, and if you hit something with the bind, you steal life from them. That's actually so sick. This is so fun. What a cool crest. But I guess you get it as a reward for having worked pretty hard. Okay, nothing new at the minute. In that case, I'm gonna test my theory. We're gonna go to the cauldron, is where we're gonna go. I have so much money. I actually have so much. I was, okay, so because I beat Grand Silk Mother with the curse status, and I found it hard, and it took a lot more tries than it did without curse status. It reminded me of like, basically I got curious about my attempts to beat Radiance. Because I remember it took me 9 hours and a shit ton of tries. So I went and I tracked down my VOD of beating Radiance, and y'all were really nice to me because I was really bad at that game. In a way that I find truly baffling now. Like, it's not like I think I'm actively good at this game, but I definitely think I'm better. And have like generally improved, maybe. Oh, what's this bug red? Even down here I did detect it's working. Have you climbed our core and woken the voices of my line? I have, Maker. Clearly it was a climb never intended for regular bugs, and fair fortune that the skills gifted within your lands allowed my ascent. The melody and the voices, both are fine things heard and witnessed. Even in this fading moment, their artistry shines through. Impressive, industrious, eternal, you've seen a glimpse, bug red, of us, how once we were, the minds of architects inspired, what majesty did we create?
It's almost as if, now bear with me here, it's almost as if people get better at games with time and practice.
Toxic, I don't think that's right. That doesn't sound right to me. And besides, it's only been 6 years since I played Hollow Knight, so that's surely not enough time to improve at video games. I do think I probably should have gotten better at video games in 6 years, but I'll take it, because watching me play Hollow Knight is actively difficult. It's hard to watch. It's hard. Okay, that's fine. So, like, what am I gonna do with all this money? Don't tell me, because I'm sure there's something, but, like, this is a crazy amount of rosaries. Anyway, the main reason I brought up rosaries is because, I saw how much Geo I had in my, like, at the point where I was fighting Radiance, I had over 6,000 Geo. And it occurred to me that, like, I think the reason that I feel like rosaries are more rare to kind of counteract the fact that you could be absolutely fucking rolling in them in Hollow Knight. So I've just done the maths. I have 1,849 rosaries now. And that's still only like a sixth of what I ended up with in, Can I get up there? Maybe I can. If I stop talking to this person. Yeah, I can. What's the point of that? Okay, probably just for fun. Have I benched here? Yeah, I did. I remember benching. I don't know why I'm asking that question. Architect's key. Yes. Okay. Giant fabric matron. That's what they call her. In fact, if she was called that, I think she'd be a little less intimidating. Hachimas Geo? I've heard it be said. Is that a chorus behind me? Is it just gonna... It just gives me it? Oh, hold on. Bound the crest of the architect. Spin the needle as a screw, shredding foes. Spend silk to rapidly craft new tools. Press up and B. Okay. You never use this one? It sounds perhaps a bit too weird. Oh, I mean, that's sick. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, it's just kind of broken if you have a lot of shell shards. I straight up don't know if I want to test. Oh boy. Okay, well hold on. Let's go to a bench first. Actually, let me just... I knew it. I fucking knew it. Okay, wait. It's just lore, I think. Yuan says I've genuinely gotten worse at some games with time and practice. Equally, that happens. Sometimes too much knowledge can be bad for you. Can end. Designs divine. Build, craft, pass. Always another. Our hope. Build, craft, pass. Always eternal. These are just the thoughts that runs through a person's head when they're playing Minecraft. These are the unstoppable thoughts that afflict a mind whilst playing Minecraft. Interesting that, like, it causes lateral movement. Even more interesting that it's still an angled pogo. This game's so good. This is all the Act 2 crests. Crazy. Yeah, shit. I guess, okay, let's go bench and then let's look at that on a menu, because I feel like the amount of crests I have now is gonna be wild. That pogo is ass. It's like, there's no movement. There's like no distance. Oh, I only have 3 memory lockets. Okay. So I guess it gives you 3 spots for tools. That's pretty cool. Especially if you have a lot of skill of shards and you can like burn through them. What did it say I could do? Up and B. Oh, shit. Oh, that's what it means to craft bind. So you can craft while you bind. That is wild. I can see how that could be busted if you have a shit ton of shards. Because what? You can just like... So that's just RB. Oh yeah, shit, because you don't have a silk skill in its place. Crazy. Yeah, I can see how that would be busted, especially if you equipped things like Cogfly. You could just make fucking infinite Cogfly. Pimpillo does a ton of damage, so I guess you could just keep making those. That is crazy. Let's stick with Witch for now. I'm kind of curious. But yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 whole crests. 2 of them today. Poor Beast. I hate Beast. The choice of knowing just how much Game Elo has left, I'm so excited. I can't even comprehend it. Like, it's actually baffling to me because I feel like I've done so much. And like, equally, I'm really sad at the idea of finishing the game. Like, I never want to stop playing. Ooh. So it's reassuring to know there's so much, but equally terrifying. You said, I think I was better at Splatoon when I was playing on pure animal instinct. Yeah, when all of your actions were purely motivated by fear. Yeah, that happens. Where am I going? Let's go Bellway. There was something I wanted to do. Yes, okay, now I've used memory lockets and I've used them on other crests. I want to go back to Weave Nest, Atla, so I can talk to the creature whose name I'm forgetting and see if I've done enough to, like, progress that. Oh, I should speak to the architect now I have the crest? I guess Mello never will. Yeah, oops, I will. I will, like, later. I've already left now. It's too late. I already made the mistake of my time. I have to move on. Cogflies, Pimpillo, and Vault Vessels. With a shit ton of shards, yeah, you could just burn through stuff. Nice, delightful. Are you aware there's a whole 30% of the game left? I am aware that I'm yet to even see the beginning of Act 3. I'm aware that I have not explored most of Bilewater, and I'm aware that there's a whole other area on top of Bilewater, and I wouldn't be surprised if there are more areas on top of that, although I do not wish to know. Game big, you guys. Game huge. My senses resound, you have grown further beyond the bounds of a bug. Permit me to gaze again upon your nature that I may offer clarity. Yep, you may. You shall. Another yellow splot. Oh no! Expanded the Vesta crest. Now I have a perma blue. Delicious. Tasty. There's something interesting about the Hunter Crest now being more of like a three-pronged thing, especially given like the Act 1 ending. Strike enemies repeatedly to become focused, making needle attacks deadlier. Heighten focus with additional strikes. Shit. I love that it just keeps improving Hunter, because I love Hunter. Oops, I guess I'm not using the Witch Crest now.
That's fine.
Okay, Ava, and there's even more room for my nature to expand.
Peter nodded.
Fascinating. Oh my god. I've just sort of comprehended the amount of, like, memory lockets that I must be missing. 'Cause, like, 2 more to expand Beast, and then 2 more to expand Architect would take me to 4. And then presumably whatever the final, like, extra crest is will maybe be another 3 that I can expand. So that would be 7. That would be 7 whole memory lockets that I'm just missing. You should never speak to architects. True. True in any scenario. Not just video games. Real life is the main one. I love grapple. I think that Clawline has really fucking grown on me. I'm a certified Clawline enjoyer. Okay, let's go talk to the architect. What are you doing, a Hungry Night playthrough? That's on my list for when I finish Silksong. Obviously. Because that way I can play through all of Team Cherry's greatest hits. Actually, in order of quality. So, Hollow Knight is obviously a great game, but it's a starter game. It was their first game ever. And then Silksong obviously is their next step up. But Hungry Night, being their latest, vastly improves on Silksong. I hear Hungry Night has an Act 4, which is crazy. You've now done everything that you can be locked out of by progressing to Act 3. That's good to know. That's honestly been a major driving force in me, like, avoiding progressing plot in this game. Because I'm really enjoying it, and I kind of want to see and do as much as I can. So it's good to know that I'm getting there. 768, this was typed by a trash cat. What do you think they mean? What do you think their message to us is? Also, I am gonna switch back to Witch. It only seems fair. This setup is so, like, so unbalanced, though. To be able to have four blue... To have four blue tools equipped is wild. I think I'm gonna go with Fractured Mask. Sure thing. Rats make me crazy. They do. Oh, even thinking about rats gets me riled up. Master, I have communed with the shrine above. Your learnings are unique, techniques born of clockwork hearts. Their mastery will require some commitment on my part. Bugred, you were the first organic shell to fuse our memories. Such behaviour my line would have believed improbable, impossible. Still, your broad arsenal did suggest strong affinity with the mechanical craft, enough to allow access to our thought store. Yours is an impressive skill, Master. I'm grateful for the insight. Delightful. Ooh, my service to you, Bugred. As it concludes, I must speak confess. Long now I have felt my rotors slow their spin. My limbs lift weak, and ending is felt coming sudden, certain welcome. No, don't. I didn't expect I'd have to see 12th Architect slowly die. Whatever fading you feel is not shown in your craft, Master. You have provided tools of immaculate make. What will follow if you pass? Will another take your place? One cannot. The skill to construct an architect, that was taken by time. I am the last final. The core remains to sustain the song, but no more architects to tend toil or build anew. Strange, for Farloom Eternal states the directive cage, but how can eternity sustain without an architect to serve? This seems an error. An end, an error, welcome. I'm gonna buy a shit ton of shard bundles before you die. I'm sorry, that feels cruel given the circumstances, but you have to understand. I need them. I need them now. This is why I should never speak to architects, they die. If I hadn't have had this conversation, 12th Architect would have lived forever. And that's a fact. That's how death works, you guys. If you don't acknowledge it, it doesn't happen. Okay, yeah, so that's it. I have the full 20. I hate it with Mount Rushmore. True that. That's the truth. I was spitting facts and I didn't even know it. Mount Rushmore. Slow down! Smell the roses. You know. That's the second quote. It's kind of a shit quote. What was I talking about? I feel like sometimes I have pretty decent memory of like what the quotes are from, but I have no clue what was going on with that one. Quote number 2, on the 6th of January 2022. Yeah, shit, because I guess the quote system started in January of 22, so it's been 4 years of quote system, guys. Isn't that neat? Don't we all feel so good about that? Is there anything I can buy? I guess just rosary strings. Was that Ben 10? It actually might have been. I think you're right. Because they have the mechanic of like going to, like they're kind of doing like a USA road trip kind of within the game. And they have like the little postcards. I'm doing stretches again. Everyone do your stretches. What's my plan next? Because if you have no defined plans, I have a request to do the gentlest of backseating. Let me think. I can already tell before I say anything I'm about to say. I think I'm very open to a little gentle backseating. I think what I was probably going to do is just look at the map and see if there's anything that I visually think I haven't checked in with. If I can't find anything, I was probably just going to go straight to Bilewater and like progress the chakra stuff. But equally, I would love to do more in like the map I currently have, you know? I would happily do more. I have a weird memory of you playing a game where there's a Mount Rushmore level. It was definitely Ben 10. I guess Ben 10 would have been January 22. God, my games per year average on stream has decreased, but I think that's for good. I think it's been a good thing. I've been thinking about it because obviously I've been editing my best of. 2025 has been, like, I've loved streaming this year, and it's partly been because I've been good and happy, and also in general, streaming's been fun. But like, my games in 2025 were exclusively Final Fantasy X, Silent Hill 2 Remake, and SILKSONG, which is kind of busted as far as years go. Like, as far as a year of gaming goes, what a crazy set of 3. This is what I mean though when I say, like, I truly struggle to comprehend how I will move on from SILKSONG. Because, like, I also feel like in general my progression of what games I'm streaming has felt very natural. Like, I started off doing Final Fantasy X, very naturally moved into Silent Hill 2, very, very naturally moved into SILKSONG, and it's like, what do I do now? What's left for me, guys? What do I do? Am I gonna have to become a SILKSONG speedrunner? That would be really difficult for me. That would probably take me my entire life. Do people have new things to say now you're technically post-game? That's a good question. Straight up, people can, like, share their thoughts on Act 1 and 2 and ending 1 now. And I've been feeling that. I've been watching so many playthroughs. I watched Scurry's playthrough of SILKSONG. That was very interesting. I watched Moist Criticals. And honestly, probably Symbolilies is next on my list. Just because it's such nice, like, background. Like, a SILKSONG playthrough is such nice background noise. There are no more games. I think we've ran out. The well has dried up. The mines are empty. We've done it, guys. We ran out. I would obviously be very happy to see you deal with Bilewater putrefied ducks, but if you remember encountering the second sentinel in the Gran Reed corridor, it may be an idea to have a look for them in other long corridors. That's a good shout. Yeah, because I saw them last stream. I can't remember what I was doing. I did too much last stream. It actually kind of scares me. What happened to me? I did Lace 2, I did Grandmother Silk, I did that piece of shit enemy in the slab, and then I did the evil guy in White Ward. Oh my god, and then I got cursed. Literally what was happening to me. It's this game. I don't know, like, obviously I've been loving it and I've been enjoying it, but something about SILKSONG in the past 3 weeks has hooked into my brain and I feel like it has cursed me. Yeah, last stream was insane. Crazy day. Samantha, when are you gonna let me drag you through Final Fantasy XIV? There's consideration in my heart and my mind. So I need to figure out what my... I still feel like it's a way off. Don't get me wrong. Because so I've been archiving my VODs better for SILKSONG. It took me 10 VODs to finish Act 1. It took me 15 VODs to finish Act 2, and I'm assuming it's going to be probably another 10 to do Act 3. Including this one. Like, I'm counting this because we finished because we did ending 1. So I'm still a way off, but I am thinking about what I'm going to play next. And I think I want to do a vote again, but I don't know what's going to go in the vote. Off the top of my head, potentially Wolf Among Us, potentially... I can't remember what it's called, but it's like, it's not Danganronpa, but it's a similar vein, but it's not Danganronpa. I'm never playing Danganronpa. He's been hoping to get to streaming at least one game this year. It's hard to fit in. Honestly, it's helped me a lot, like, living where I'm living now. Like, I've been able to do more streams, but that's because I've barely left my house. So that's how you do it, Corvus. Don't leave your house. The only con is that you will develop horrendous neck and shoulder pain, which is cool. This is so excellent. She's just done ending 1 and is now taking a break. See, that's perfect for me because that's basically the point that I'm at. So why not? You've been watching Scurry Hollow Knight randomizer stuff, quite fun. Scurry's content is delightful. Like, they are very fun and fantastic. They're also really good at Hollow Knight, and so their playthrough of Silksong, they're really good at it. Literally the only thing is that it is absolutely wild watching someone who is good at like the combat sections of this game play, because they have no fear. And it's made me sort of feel even more certain that, like, lack of skill and fear of boss fights and enemy arenas is what drives a person sometimes to be cautious in a way that this game kind of wants. Like, the amount of times I've been frustrated by this game have been very minimal, and it's partly been because if there's something that goes wrong, I ask for help and I get like immediate verbal feedback, but also just because I've been so nervous about everything that I feel like I take the time to prepare, and people that are good at games don't do that because they trust their own skill, and that's their mistake. Oh yeah, I was gonna do Cursed GMS and I forgot I could venture cut up to Terminus, started running towards Codwork. Yeah, I had a bit of an instinct moment. Direct soon so I can get excited for games. Yeah, where are games for the Switch 2? How come they haven't made any video games for the Switch 2 yet? Do they hate us? Do they hate us? Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds would actually be a really good shout for something to play next. I own Outer Wilds. I've just not got around to playing it. Sorry, I think I just sent that bug in here to die by Steam. And now I'm gonna die. You should play Outer Wilds. I wonder why you own Outer Wilds. I wonder what happened there. Have I forgotten the reason I own Outer Wilds? Because, like, in my head, I just assumed that I had, like, bought it. And did I not buy it? Oh no! I didn't buy it, did I? Oh no! Well, maybe I'll add Outer Wilds to the list then. Or maybe I'll just straight up not do a vote and I'll just play Outer Wilds. Because I've been wanting to. Oh, that's... I can tell that the Crest of the Witch is going to be a bit of one to learn. I don't know where I'm going, by the way. It's because enemies are so good at, like, getting out of the way. Oh well, whatever. Enemies don't want to die, and I think that's wrong. Trip would have a Twilight Princess port or Ocarina of Time remake. I think that would be nice. I'd love to see that. Clever Silksong a direct again. No, I just think there would be DLC news. Oh yeah, shit, when's the... Because there is going to be DLC, isn't there? When's the DLC going to happen? Okay, let's go for this long corridor. Ooh. I think, if I recall, I bought it for you as a gift a while back. That checks out. God, I went through a phase of buying a lot of Steam games when they were on sale. So I have quite a few games. Yay! Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know how I feel about The Witch. It's fun. It's fun. I'm bad at it though. Ah. Okay. Okay, I blacked out there for real. Okay. I'm having a real rough time. The expectation of playing on stream just because we're friends. Straight up, it's been so long though. That's so embarrassing. This is like when so Ash bought me Ace Attorney on the Steam. Like I want to say for my birthday in 2022, and I've still not finished it, which is really embarrassing. I think actually straight up the only game I think someone has gotten me as a gift that I have like finished and I'm not like still currently playing is Silent Hill 2. The only games I've played in the past 2 years are Ace Attorney, SILKSONG, and Date Everything. Hey, bangers! What a great collection. Everybody's play Outer Worlds immediately. Maybe I will, because I've been thinking about it for a while. I've definitely been thinking about it. And as much as I'm tempted to do another like vote for what I do next, I kind of like the idea of just picking autonomously. Or yeah. I'm pretty sure nobody can tell that Outer Wilds is my favorite game. You're playing it really cool, Toxic. You're playing it really cool. It's hard to tell. Right, let's check. Ooh, okay. Attend the Sentinel's request, Hunter in Red. Meet in Halls High, the chamber of its fellows. The way should be marked. Okay. High Halls? Oh, I don't want to go to High Halls. I didn't like that place. Oh god. Oh no, actually it's fine because I unlocked that little shortcut. I'm not going to be lazy and Ventrica over because I kind of want to experiment with the Witch Crest with these guys. Oh my god, wait, they're not even here anymore. Sentinel like actually killed them for good. Oh well. Oh my god, okay. Okay, that is pretty good. It feels good when it works. It feels very good when it works. The only annoying thing actually about that crest is how many enemies in this game dodge so precisely. Like, so many enemies in this game know exactly where you're gonna go and do their absolute darndest to get out of the way. It kills them, it simply kills. I can see that Witch would be really good for like enemy arenas or like concentrated groups of enemies in general. But just in case this is a one-on-one fight, I might go back to Hunter, my beloved. I love Hunter. Love it. Is it this way? No, this is where I did that. It actually might just be the enemy arena. Hold on. Because I saw the pin on the ground marking where they've been. But clearly not in here. Interesting. This is why the quick injector is such an important tool, because it cuts down the lag between startup and hits. That's what you meant, quick injector. Oh, hold on, I do have that. Let me equip that instead of, honestly, probably instead of Weave Light. Okay, wait, I also see the vision now with Claw Mirror. Because then you're binding, you're doing like triple the damage all at once. That's wild. Still gonna go to Hunter for now, just in case. Hi, Hold. Hi. Okay, well there's one pin. Oh wait, shit. Yeah, I can track. I can track as normal. You were gifted. Does Twilight Princess HD count? It totally does. That was technically borrowing, but I still think it counts. And it took me ages to... Not only did you let me borrow Twilight Princess HD to play on stream, you also let me borrow your whole... Is it called the Wii U? Yeah, that one. The thing that came after the Wii that did really bad. I'm here, Gilded One.
Yanara.
I thought I was answering your summons as a friend, or at least an ally, but now that we stand together in this place, I can sense your intent. You mean to raise your blades against me? Am I your enemy then? Defense of the sacred citadel and the voices that fill it is the eternal duty of the sentinels. Termination is the necessary fate of all those enthralled by the whispering silk.
Nisvia.
You believe me haunted, a slave to the pale threads. I think you're more perceptive than that. My silk is my own, as is my will. Unsure is the sentinel. Both haunted and innocent you seem. With regret, the sentinel must test the strength of your will. Ooh. Oh my god, okay. It's really interesting! It's really similar to Lace. Well, I say really similar, you know what I mean. Oh my god. I feel like I've lost all ability to play this game. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Ah! Why do I... God, there's something about doing this in such close quarters that is crazy. Okay, that was only narrow. But I did it! I didn't want to kill them. By the purity of your will, the clarity of your intent, you were innocent of the silken curse. Failed has the sentinel, your judgment will it accept.
Tamiayan.
Is this truly failure, Gilded One? You mean to test me and have done so. I would expect nothing less of a true guardian. The matter is resolved. There is no need for death. Stand and let us part as friends. That's so cute! We made a friend! Final audience, wish granted. Accept a token of the Sentinel's order. As friends, let us part. We're so friends. We are so friends, Core. Ornate artifact of the Citadel. Able to hold a bind's worth of silk used when healing is needed and one's natural resources run low. The reserve bind will be restored when resting at a bench. That's a blue. Ooh, okay. That could be an excellent use of this part of the crest. That fight was really delightful. You have this ranked 1 below Lace 2. I would rank Lace 2 higher. Only just. This was really nice, but there was something about how fast and unforgiving Lace 2 was that I really enjoyed, which, like, is crazy of me to say, because I don't normally like to struggle. I normally hate it, in fact. But that was really fun, and so similar to Lace. I feel like that one was pretty kind with the heals. Like, I feel like it gave you pretty decent timings to heal. Which is crazy, because in that fight, I was running around the shop, getting constantly hit and constantly running into the Sentinel. So I have no idea how that worked. friends. We're friends with the Sentinel. I wonder if we're lucky, they'll be in Songclave now. And I will go check. I'm just doing my stretches. But yeah, if we're lucky, the Sentinel will be in Songclave, and then Songclave will just be full of all of our friends. Garmin's there, Zaza's there, Sherma's there. The one shopkeeper there, whose name I can't remember, is there. Reserve Pine sits on my blue Vesta crest. It just feels good. It feels like the Vesta crest is good for things that you know will always be useful no matter what. And I feel like Compass is one. And anything that just gives you like a panic reserve is good. Like I've currently got the skull like mask on, but I'm very happy to switch out. Another one that you never use. That's fair. I feel like if I didn't have the blue Vesta crest spot, I probably wouldn't use it. Because I feel like it's more useful as like a permanent utility thing than something to like actively take up a spot by choice. You'd love my partners to Lulu take on fluff and happy endings for the characters in Hollow Knight. They deserve them though! It's the correct take, Corvus. Whether they get happy endings or not is, I guess, up to Team Cherry's mercy, but, you know, they all deserve them. Reserve Bind was very good for me in Bar Water to get rid of maggots when I had a bind build up to heal. That's actually a really good shout for using that. Especially if I'm about to go into Bile Water. Can you tell I'm putting it off? Is there anything else I can do? Please, is there anything else I can do other than go to Bile Water? I mean it, I don't want to go to that horrible place. Including one where Sherma ends up on a grand adventure and stars in his own rhythm action game. That would be perfect for Sherma. He'd love that. Team Cherry should just make a rhythm game, for Sherma. Putrefied ducts. Yeah, that does sound worse. I'll give you that. Ugh, I guess I'll do Bile Water then. But have it be known, I don't want to. I've even just ran out of things that I can buy. It's kind of crazy. So let's pop that to use. Oh my god. Sometimes I find it really difficult to navigate this menu. Unironically, I would rather save tools for when I know I need them for a boss fight. So I think for now I'd rather equip Weave Light. And then I will still equip tools just in case. So few characters have good endings. That's upsetting. They all deserve the best possible endings. Okay, I'm gonna be lazy and Ventrica over to High Halls. This is really lazy, by the way. When there's actual lore in the game saying that they closed Ventrica because too many bugs were dying and I'm still choosing to do it, that's wild. Oh, okay. Well, there's no Sentinel yet. They might pop up eventually. But not yet. Sorry, I was having too much fun there. Okay. Is there anything else I can do? There's gotta be something I missed, right? There's gotta be something. Like, I missed that whole thing in White Ward. What else? What else? Surely. Maybe not. Oh, because I have been to Grand Gate and talked to the Flea Master, and the Flea Master specifically asked for, like, a quiet place to live, and I don't think I've found that yet, so. It might be time to be brave. Oh, but I love being cowardly. I love it so much. This is what happens when you put off areas. Yeah, eventually you put off areas a bit too close to the sun, and then it's all you have left. I'm so excited for the idea of Mellow Outer Wilds. You're gonna love that game and you're gonna hate me. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should play that now. Maybe instead of doing Bile Water, I should just play Outer Wilds. That sounds like I'd have a better time. Maybe. Or maybe a worse time. Maybe that's the sad truth. Okay, well first let's just check to see if there's like any secret here that I've missed. Because there normally is. Okay, I don't think there's any secrets. You personally wish you did putrefied ducks first, but both are kind of rough. Oh. I'm gonna do Bile Water because I have it, I think. Even with that knowledge. Even with the knowledge that others would not do what I am doing, I'm still gonna do it. Yeah, let's go this way. You have 2 endings in your experience, you can do this. And cursed ending was really hard. And yet I did it. Okay. I might just kind of follow Chakra. Okay, all I'm thinking is this bit here, I think I'd probably rather do by going up from Sinner's Road. So I think for now I might just try and climb up. Ooh. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, that makes it look like I have to go over this way to get up there. And then there's over here, which it looks like I have been already. So who knows what's there? You don't normally want to endorse the give up and go home lifestyle. You are right though, when this is where I would be choosing to commit to, maybe it would be better. Oh. To not be here. Oh. Okay, well that was scary. I see. Oh, I see. This is this area's whole thing, huh? That shouldn't have counted! This game's evil. This game is the most evil thing I think I have ever witnessed. Okay, yes, we did go over this way. Okay. I feel bad killing these things, but sometimes needs must. Yeah, I thought that was a secret. Oh no, I kind of just want to like follow where Chakra's going for now. Maybe I don't. Oh, that was where I got the map from Chakra. That makes sense. I feel bad like actively going out of my way to kill those guys. Oh! Oh! Okay. So that was cool. That was just a cool, neat little trap. Oh! Oh my god. That was, for real, a massive accident. Quick sling? Doubles the number of tools thrown? Does it use double the shards or something? Because otherwise, that's actually crazy. Oh. Great. Any more? Any more? I can't believe there's nothing up here and it just throws shit at you. This area is malicious and evil. Ooh, okay. That was such an accident. That was literally just using claw line to get out. That's crazy. Oh, okay, no, I don't like this. Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll leave. Wait, do these respawn? Wait, if these respawn every time I enter the room... Oh my god, I can just use them. Nice. I love to leave, but I also love to return. I feel like there's gonna be some sort of like cosmic punishment for doing this. Or maybe more accurately, I feel like there should be a cosmic punishment for doing this. Like, this feels like this should lock me out of getting any kind of good ending because of how evil I feel like I am for doing that. Oh. Okay. Well, that's fine. This is where she's going anyway. So maybe that's the plan. Just kind of progress up. Okay. That does feel pretty natural anyway. I don't know how much I trust that. This place is so evil and fucked up. This place is the worst. Oh my god, no. You know what? No. I'm just gonna go down the long corridor that says it points to a bench, even if I don't believe it. Oh my god, okay. Whoa! Oh my god, that can get you so far. I think I'm safe up here. Oh my god. This area is insane. Ah! Oh my god, what the fuck? Is this what these things are here for? They're secretly here so that you die. So that you die. Buddy is vomit maxing. He for sure was. This place sucks. That's crazy. Okay. The thing is, I love my angled pogos. I don't want to give them up. Even if that would arguably be the correct call. There we go. I did. I got, like, supremely bile watered. Okay. Yeah, so who's that piece of shit? Who's that guy? Is he just gonna follow me now? Yeah, that's nice. That's cool. What a rude gentleman. Whew! Kind of trivial environmental hazards with wanderers. Yeah, I can see how that would be true. I think I do have to go this way. Okay, that was just the side room. I'm really glad that I'm not doing this area without double jump, by the way. I think this area without double jump would have been wacky. Even with double jump, it's a little wacky. Okay, not getting got by that thing twice. You need double jump to get into this top section. Oh, okay, interesting. So it kind of naturally locks you out if you haven't made more game progress. That seems healthy. And wise. Okay. Then this way. Okay, just gonna run out of there. Okay, that's cool. It kind of defeats the purpose of, like, trying to use those guys to heal if I just get hurt. Okay. I think the best way to get through this area is to just go as fast as possible and climb up. So I'm gonna lock in and I'm gonna climb. Okay, that worked, kinda. Okay. I really am just gonna try and follow to where A, there's a sign for a bench, and B, where chakra seems to be. Okay. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Pogoing, angled pogos are so good. I don't know. This place is looking a little decrepit. And it's really near Sinner's Road. I just feel like there might be a thing it wants me to do. Okay, maybe not. I fucking knew it. Ah! Oh. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, maggots. That's cool. Now feels like it would be a good time to know how that reserve thing works. Oh my god, wait. It even showed up as a bench on the map just to trick me. Okay. I made a horrible call there of thinking that I could, like, use them to heal. I did the same thing! Ah! Okay. Sorry for screaming, you guys. I'm sorry that that happened to me. You can with Wanderers. I don't want to use Wanderers, even if it would probably be really good for me. And it would probably, at this point, Wanderers would probably change my life. Oh, you piece of shit. You're annoying. You've annoyed me. So shut up. Go away. This is so bile water. At least I'm getting, you know, the bile water experience. At least I'm not, like, far enough in the game that I'm immune to the bile waterification of my enjoyment of this game. Okay. Yeah, okay, so still going further up. Do I have to go? I think I have to go this way. These guys are so annoying that I can kind of use them to heal, but also not really. Unironically though, climbing up this bit is like kind of really fun. Specifically that bit is great. I don't think there's a way to not get the bile water experience. It's incredibly well designed to fuck you over at any possible chance. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Okay, at least it's in this room. Nice. Okay, we'll do a little heal. See, now I don't really know where I'm going though, but I guess I'm just going up. The whole bit is that this area is incredibly hostile, and that's kind of sad because they don't really have any other choice. Even just the way that these enemies just kind of like vaguely hover into where you are. In fact, do I have an entry for them? This one is pretty, but not as soft as first seems. The plant it mimics is flaked and coarse, and the bug's coat shares similar texture. Okay, I'm just gonna climb up. Okay. Maybe I do have to go this way. I don't know how much higher I can go up there. You should mark rooms you entered but explored because they're very big rooms. Oh god, I've already kind of forgotten. I don't think I explored here, and I don't think I explored this room. But honestly, anything off to the side, I think I've just ignored. I know I've been up there. Yeah, okay. And then there potentially goes somewhere. But I think I'm probably just going this way. Ooh. Okay, the horrors. All your will. All your wishes. All hours. None beyond. All your wishes. Interesting. Yeah, we love the horrors. The horrors are cool. You know what? I'm lying. I hate the horrors. I shouldn't have pretended to be horrors neutral. Oh my god, okay. I'm just gonna go as fast as I can. This area is full of traps, I'm leaving. In fact, I'm also gonna use Reserve Bind to just heal. Fuck it, I think I need it. Why are you saying Mello? Have I missed something that would have been really good not to miss? Yeah, please do backseat, especially if I've just missed a bench. That would be really cool. Whew. Please do backseat, honestly, straight up. I'm giving you... Go back one room and explore the bottom right corner. This room? Or back one more room? I'm gonna wait. Because I'm nervous. Go across and then down. Down here. Oh! For a second, I was like, oh my god, I fucked it. I've gone in the wrong place and I'm gonna punish myself for it. Oh! Where am I? Oh, okay, well I guess I'm maggoted anyway. Might as well. I'm riddled with maggots. Okay. Oh! Oh! Okay, interesting, interesting. So there's a bench here. The one it told me about isn't real. This one is, though. Their shells are ours. Their souls are ours. Our hate is forever. That's evil. They make you do the whole of Bar Water from the Bellway bench if you don't find this hidden one. This is crazy. That is actually insane. I guess Johan is also learning about this for the first time today. I don't hate you, so I wasn't letting that happen. Thank you so much. Oh, and there's a memory locket there! Shit! Okay, now that I have that, I might explore this room a little bit. Okay. I don't know why I'm killing so many of these things that I actually kind of like. Anyway, sometimes to live is to kill. Okay, I don't think there's anything else in this room, so I'm just gonna, like, run back. And hopefully not die. But we'll see. Okay, yeah, I think that's all. Free some bodies from the body bag. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do stretches and then I'm gonna keep going. Straight up. I'm having the time of my life playing this game. I think this game's so good. Evil to make you use the Bellway bench. It feels like, especially when they direct you up to a bench that then forces you to get maggots. Like, I don't think that this game is as evil as people say it is. There's lots of times that the game, like, pretends to screw you over, but actually the solution to your problem is, like, very nearby if you just look for it. And I think there might be a tendency sometimes with this game to just assume that there's, like, a joke being played on you. Like, the Sinner's Road bench that, like, you desperately want and then it's broken. I think that, like, obviously the solution is nearby, but you have to look for it. But I do feel like Bile Water is actually just here to fuck with you. Because this was so hidden. This is crazy. You got so lucky in Fadix, you were being really thorough. Yeah, which, like, literally me just saying now, like, I think if I was being thorough maybe I'd have found this. But even then, like, because this area is scary, I feel like I should just leave as quick as possible. Which then obviously screws you over, because then you end up missing out on things like the bench that would actually be helpful for you. The whole thing of this game is, if it's being cruel, you should explore more. Yeah. If it feels like the game's being cruel, you should explore and slow down, or you should go somewhere else. Because generally, the game isn't cruel for no reason. The game's cruelty is a pathway to get you to actually slow down and look around. 1,528 quotes. Hell yeah, 4 years of quotes. Almost, 4 years and like 2 weeks, basically. I saw you sprinting away from those enemies and following the chakra trail. I knew it was time to step in. Yeah, because this is valuable to know. If I was about to go into an area and then die and then know I had to do that again, I would have been a tad upset. But then again, like, the areas of this game that have made me crash out the most have been like Sinner's Road, Sands of Carrick, and that might be it. Those are the major crash outs. I feel like I had a bit of a Widow crash out, but Bellheart in general was fine. It was just Widow. Okay, I'm gonna mark that off because I think I've done that now. And then I guess time to see. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I guess I'm just freeing bodies from these bags. But might as well. No reason they shouldn't be free. Look, it's me and my friends, everyone. It's Hornet and her best friends. From right to left, it's Grimblow, Scallywag, and Borg. Oh, and Phil is also here. He's just a little bit hidden. Okay. Oh yeah, Cogwork Core also. I had a horrible crash out there, but I like to pretend that that didn't happen because if I think about it, I'm filled with immense sadness that I can't do anything about. Yeah, Cogwork Core, that was a crash out. Wait, does it force me to get maggots though? Oh, it doesn't. I just have to be exceptionally careful. Oh boy. That's rough. Anyway. I love Borg. Borg's nice. Ah! Anyway. Oh my god. I actually just like had a moment where I completely freaked out and used Clawline without meaning to. Huh, anyway. That was fine. Track that ring. Ah! Okay. I didn't because I assumed it'd be leading this way. Am I about to learn that I'm so wrong? Oh no. Okay. At least I got some money out of this. Money tends to feel like a trap in this game, but I'll take it. I'll even take the opportunity to heal. Hell yeah. Oh, there's something about this that I just kind of hate. And I can't quite put my finger on it. That hole in the wall is only open when you have the shack request, hence why I say get it before coming here. Oh, interesting. Oh, I guess because otherwise I would have explored the whole of this area, but without making any extra progress. This area? Oh my god, why am I still going to the right? This is crazy. Interesting. Okay. Oh no. Pashanka, hornet-wielding needle. For that is your name, is it not? I have heard it spoken in this land with reverence. I had hoped you would accept my summons. In these moments one is good, but two is best. I would not deny the wish, Chakra. A somber ceremony seemed likely at this trail's end, and I am sadly proven correct. This then is your master. The fiercest of my tribe, here she lies. I called her master, true, but she was mother just as much, more by far than the bug who bore me. Oh, this is really sad, you guys. Among the many marvels of this kingdom, she found a fine place to meet her end. Ended by age. My tribe would call that shame, but I see only strength unbeaten. Even as her shell betrayed her, she walked this kingdom's breadth. It was her trail followed that allowed me to share witness to its dignity. Hornet-wielding needle, you too have journeyed to these many paths as my master before us. Join me now for her song sending. It is time for her soul to walk beyond her shell. Pretty. That was so nice. Trail's End, grant Chakra's wish. For sharing this moment, I shall have you accept a gift, one I had believed I would never pass. You would take these rings and the learnings to make more. They are built of a clever method devised by my master and will crush hard this kingdom's toughest shell. Use them and she is remembered. My thanks, Chakra. To gain a tool so defined by its owner, I am much grateful. They shall prove a great aid on my journey. That's so nice. Throwing ring. Ooh, that's very nice. Anyway, off she goes. God, this is so pretty with the rain noises too. I don't think I'm seeing any breakable wall. It's important you equip them as soon as you can. Does as soon as I can mean that I'm being given blanket permission to just exit out to bench? This area is very pretty though. And I do want to make sure that I've not missed anything. Okay, back to horrible, horrible bile water. Ooh, where am I going? Ow. That's what all of bile water used to be before the Citadel? No, but that's so nice. That's a dreadful, terrible shame. I'm gonna explore up here as well. Okay. And heal. Whew, okay. I feel like I might as well explore over here, but it's also perhaps a bigger area than I had anticipated. I love Clawline so much. Ooh, secret. Hate for their light, hate for their pins, for their waste poured thick and endless. Oh, they hate the Citadel. Fill your hearts with hate, for power has now been claimed, and with it we shall punish. Fascinating to say that, and then give me so much silk. Yeah, definitely with good reason. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Okay, this is rough. Oh my god, this is very rough. Okay, I'm taking my time, but in a way that's resulting in doing absolute piss shit nothing, which isn't the best. That's okay. Sometimes the slow path is the good path. Okay. I immediately ruined that for myself. Shit. Shit. That was rough. Okay. This would be a really good room for tools, and perhaps, in fact, it would be a really good room for one very specific tool and another very specific tool. And also, I think poison would be good here. There we go. Let's burn through that. Now I'm back on the bench. Interesting. You got a taunt. Do they not like it when I taunt? Fair enough, I wouldn't like it either, to be fair. Okay. Oh, you mean with the... Yeah. She says Pushenka! That's nice. She's just like... She's my favorite. Oh, every time I do that, and I only narrowly survive, I feel great fear. Okay, that room's not too bad. That's doable. That's a little annoying, I have to admit. Okay, I'm gonna heal before I go in. And then the plan... Okay. Shit. Shit. I should have known it was gonna do that. Whew! Okay. Oh. No. Oh. Respectfully, I don't think I want to do this. Respectfully, I am begging you when I say, please tell me that is not required. Please tell me that this boss is not the entry into Act 3. Oh my god, I'm gonna be burning through tools here. Right, let me think. Which could be good here? Which could be good here, but the maggots potentially screws me. I definitely don't need that. And I can see some logic to Ascendant's Grip. Throwing rings? Maybe I could switch out for something else. Potentially cogflies could be good. But it is good to have something that I can do so many of. Threefold pin I think could be good for this. I think that's probably my best bet. I'm gonna swap Quick Sling out for Memory Crystal. And then I'm also gonna switch out Reserve Bind because I actually think it would be more useful to have other things. I think this is a good setup for this. You stand in the corner for the spike balls. That sounds helpful. What if I told you this is required for true ending? Whoo boy! That's bad news for a person to learn. I'm gonna give it like one more try, but I actually don't think I'm gonna be particularly strict with myself with not learning. If there's like a trick to it, oh, shit. I don't think I'm gonna stop myself from learning the trick, but I do want to give myself another go. Basically, is what I'm saying. You're so good at the arena before the boss. I really struggled with that even. Yeah, I guess genuinely the only bonus of maggots is like, who cares about getting got once you've already been got, you know? I care a little now, I suppose. Okay. This sucks. This really sucks. Threadstorm I can see being good, yeah. I'm already maggots. Okay. Okay. Yep, that's okay. Okay. This is bad. I hate this guy. I hate him so much. Okay. Fucking hell. How is this one fucking thing gonna get me that bad? Well... Shit. Shit. Oh my god. Okay. You hate those flies more than Growl? I can see that. I can see that. He's kind of annoying. The flies are kind of annoying. That's good. Annoyingly Sawtooth Circlet is really good as well. I think I'm happy with this setup. I'm really tempted to switch to Pimpello just to like murder the shit out of Growl. But maybe not. Okay, I'm gonna give it one more try. And then I may request help. This fight was actually so much more fun with the really long run back. It actually made it so much better, trust me. I think you're lying to me. Worse than that. I think you're wrong. Threadstorm is good on the arena enemies. Yeah, I need to remember to use it. That's so annoying. One thing, I guess, about Sawtooth Circlet, fuck it, actually, is that... Oh! Sorry, I'm quitting to menu. That was going so badly. I might switch out Sawtooth Circlet, for something else, because Sawtooth Circlet is kind of screwing me over in the platforming beforehand. And I wasn't actually finding that room too annoying until right now, and now I'm finding it annoying. As for what I'll equip in its place... Yeah, Reserve Bind. Reserve Bind does seem like it just has its use. The silk deposit above the door to the arena! Yes, that's a thing. That's actually so a thing. It's really annoying getting out of here as well. Oh, whatever. Whatever, maggots, I guess. Oh my god, I'm like really struggling to get onto that bit of wall for like no conceivable reason. Maybe I hate this actually! Oh my god, this is like truly unbelievable. I also forgot that they respawn. This is fine. This room is hell and it's randomized enemy positions that respawn. It's like they specifically made it evil. Specifically to torture us, all of us. Well, I guess I'm using that now. I shouldn't have bothered. I should have known. I should have known I'd get screwed over by something else. There's more silk? Whatever. This honestly, this attempt is so washed. I'm just gonna see how far I can go. Right before the arena. Okay. I hate this. I hate this so much. I feel like I'm making it harder for myself for no reason. They just always go at a bad angle for me. Straight up. Shit! I was about to heal as well. You found it your first time around. Oh my god. Okay, what's the trick for this? Because this is boring. How are you feeling about your older audience mods now? I still think I was worse. I think Mello in 2020 would have been physically incapable of playing this game. Yes, I would love to know how to make this room go away and never happen to me again. I would love to know. I would love to know what secret has been inside of me all along that would make this, like, even slightly more bearable. The best part about doing this run back for 5 hours is listening to the OSD. At the Groll fight, fall into the maggots in the bottom right corner. And stay there. Okay. Yeah, go on. Sounds good to me. You know, if it wasn't for the maggots, that would just be like a nice bath. I've just realized why I'm struggling with the wall climbing. It's because I have the thing equipped. Oh my god, you actual piece of shit. I don't even know what thing I was talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about at all anymore. Oh my god. This is unbelievable. This is how I imagine everyone else felt about the game from the get-go. You know, earlier when I was like, Team Cherry are good, I was lying. Team Cherry suck. Team Cherry suck, and they did make a game specifically to make everyone's lives worse. That was the whole point. Okay. Okay, let me, stay in the maggots. Use the cogwork flies and tools. Oops, well, I'll use tools. The crash out I was gonna have during this fight and the run back would have made traitor crash out seem like I had nothing, but essentially, yeah, what Corva said. Honestly, I'm just gonna straight up quit and change tools, because, like, this run back is so fucked, and I don't like having the wall climb things. They're really throwing me off with all of the platforming. Stay on the platforms during the enemy rush, let them come to you, and stay there when the pendulum falls. Or you can suffer for 5 hours like Trash did. It's a really tough choice, I have to say. It's a really tough choice, but perhaps I will do the thing that makes my life quicker. No, okay, I'm gonna stay with this lineup. Also, hello Spark, hello, how are you doing? My work here is done, Mellow's a furry, good night SILKSONG. How did you immediately show up and immediately pull a quote where I say I'm a dog? How did that happen? Literally none of these seem good right now. Maybe I'll go with Magnetite Brooch, just in case. Before you go into the arena, climb up on the right wall. I will do. I would love to. It would be my honor. I don't know how I found the silk deposit the first time round, and then I've been struggling with it so much since. Partly it's because by the time I get to that room, I'm just so ready for it to be done. Oh my god, I hate that guy. I actually hate that guy so much. Sorry, buddy, didn't mean to ruin your life and make all your family hate you. That's what this game feels like sometimes. my god, I actually feel so abnormal about this. Okay, that's fine. Can I get all of the way over? Ah! I got maggots. That's fine. The right wall. This wall, I think. Oh, yeah. This secret. I remember this now. Okay, I can't be bothered to heal before I go in. So let's just see how this goes. Okay. Letting them come to me. That's fine. Oh, wait, maybe I get it. Okay. Yeah, that whole thing about becoming a SILKSONG streamer, I've changed my mind. I don't hate myself that much. I find the enemy rush genuinely so hard, it's embarrassing. And I feel like I'm getting worse at it. For real. I feel like the first time round, I can't remember if the first time round I got to Growl, or if it was the second, but it sure as hell felt like the first time. Yeah, I'm not going to become a full-time SilkSong streamer. I've decided I'm not going to be able to do all achievements. It's not going to happen. I wish it could. Because I like this game. But maybe I've realized the depths of the limits, should I say, of my skills. Okay. Right, let's go up. Get our little silk deposits. And then give myself a moment before we go in. You silk swarmed the fellas that throw shit and Pogo spammed the slightly taller ones. Yeah, maybe I'm just gonna have to give up and go for Pogo in a bit. Okay, silk spam, the ones that throw shit, Pogo the taller. Okay. Almost forgot the rule. for this guy. Claw line, good. Claw line, very good. Okay. Just gonna hang out here. Hanging out in my pit. Hanging out in my hole. Having an absolute blast in my pit in my hole. Shit. I've run out of tools, haven't I? Shit! Well, this isn't good. Now I don't know what to do, you guys. Now I've got myself stuck in a bit of a conundrum. I have to say. Yeah. I feel like my best bet is to just like, when I can hit him, in phase 2, so he must be in pretty low health. Okay. Okay. I think my best bet is just hit him occasionally when he's in my area. I'm just so, I don't want him to get me when he like dives down, so I'm gonna play this really cautious. God, he sucks. He sucks real bad. Sorry, I know this is probably like... Ah! Okay. That happened. That's so fine. Dice said we're doing it this way. Dice said, you might live. We'll see. I wish that trap would hit Grohl, you know? I just feel like he deserves to get hit more than me. Sorry, I know this is like unbearably boring. Come on, you got this! This is so tense, really. I shouldn't have like panic spammed the shit out of my tools the way I did. Lesson learned, you guys. Anyway, so this is Grohl. jump out, I feel sick. Yeah, me too, not gonna lie. Come over here, Growl, come on. This is where the party's at. Fucking hell! Okay. Okay. Everything's safe. And good. It's just really nerve-wracking, you know? And the longer I do it like this, the more I like have to win. No. Well, that's bad if that was just a stagger. That's a really bad sign. No. No! I got stuck on the ledge! Okay. Okay, this time it's happening. This time it's happening because I'm not gonna just spam the shit out of my tools at a bad time. Right. Are there any better tools I could be using as well? Because I feel like cogflies are good. Is there anything else? Oh, totally. Vault vessels is good. I'm scared about that one. They call this maggot maxing. They do. It's embarrassing. Staggers are on number of needle hits, not based on health. Oh yeah, I always forget about that. Okay, I'm happy with these. Let's see how far this takes me. I'm gonna give it one more try, by the way, and then I'm like calling it for today. Because I'm definitely running out of steam with this one. Oh, swap this out. I like straight up don't have anything better for yellow. Look at my above massive paragraph. Wait, about the stream crashing? Oh, wait. Trying to work out how long Growl took me. So, on the 1st of October at 8:30, you messaged Corvus that you'd found Growl. The last clip of you doing Growl is in your Switch gallery at 11 PM. You then ran out of shell shards and gave up for the night and started rosary farming for them on the 2nd. And then your first Growl clip is at 5:20 and you got your win at 8:30. So you suffered. That is a lot of time. In fairness, Groll's the worst person ever. So no one blames you. Normal Groll experience. I'm learning this run back though. Fuck this run back. I actually hate this. This feels like all the things people say is wrong with SILKSONG that I've been like an absolute defender. Starting to feel a fool, you guys. Starting to feel like Teen Cherry duped me. Feeling unbelievably tricked. You'd use vault vessels over the spikes. That's interesting. I struggle to picture how I would like angle them. But I need to remember four things at once. 4 things at once. Clockwise, I do 1 at a time to max out poison. Yeah, I'm in the business of wanting to max out damage at this point with this guy. This is why I don't get last judge complainers. Yeah, I would take last judge over this any day. Love when I don't take damage. Big fan of that. Okay, so why is that one guy just like huddled over there? This is so fine and normal. I feel so fine and normal about this. That's annoying. Oh well. Oh well. Oh yeah, I totally should have binded. I don't know why I didn't. Bad choices. Sometimes you make bad choices. Those choices happen to you and you have to live with them. And sometimes those choices happen to Grohl. Get over here, Grohl. Come on, get hit with my spikes. He's so gross. I actually hate Grohl. Okay. I don't even think he's on phase 2. This is horrible. I'm scared to get out of the maggots, you guys. Okay. Okay, I like straight up nearly didn't trust that. That was horrible. Let me catch up with Twitch chat as well. I would take Last Judge holding a delicate flower over trying to fight Grohl head on with a full run back. Straight up, so would I. I think, in retrospect, the Last Judge run back is fun, and Last Judge is fun. Last Judge is like fun patterns. This kind of fight is just like, good luck. I hate myself. You've also put your most bullshit death of your entire run in the game. I will have a look at that. I'm curious. Him using Vengeful Spirit in phase 2. Oh, he went to that pretty quickly. I must have skipped to that pretty fast. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so you got maggots. That sucks. This enemy arena just actually sucks. This is so bullshit. Oh my god, and the explosion got you while you were trying to heal. This is actually why I hate the way that it kind of freeze frames when you like finish a boss or an enemy arena. Because it means that you can't like commit to what you were gonna do, but sometimes you still have to. Congrats on doing objectively the worst fight in the game. I'm like literally trying to find a way in my head that this is a good fight and that Team Cherry are geniuses, but no, I actually don't think there's any way a person can come to that conclusion. That is bad. You did not trust that bench. This is not the kind of bench a person trusts. Also, I'm thinking that this doesn't give you double tools, it just throws 2 at once. So I'm gonna switch out. Let's go with Weave Light. Phase 2 happens when he still has like 2/3 of his health. That's so messed up. Everything about this whole area is perhaps the most messed up that anything has ever been. Seeker's Soul. Oh, damn. That's like a whole thing, huh? Your crawl winners in your DMs? Hold on, yeah, let me have a look. God, I'm like kind of shaking from that. I should end stream soon because I'm kind of peckish. Pogoing Grohl kind of goes hard. Touching him does 2 damage. That's incredibly upsetting. Okay, pogoing him seems pretty decent, but then he kind of like slowly edges his way up. Oh, nice. Wait, that is cathartic. You destroyed him from the inside. That's sick. That's very sick. That's definitely more cathartic than what I did, I have to admit. Cracked shell containing soul drawn from long deceased bug. That is interesting. Bile Haven. I don't know, it wasn't really much of a haven in my opinion. Okay, so then that connects back up. So now that's a bit of a... In the loosest term, that's a bit of a shortcut. I should end stream now. I'm annoyed that I'm having so much fun, because I'm like kind of peckish. That would have been a really good point to end stream. I shouldn't be doing this, you guys. This is a bad choice. Truly could not tell you why I'm still playing. Love of the game, I guess. In the most literal sense. Ooh! Ha! Ha! Okay. What? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what the fuck? That is so messed up. There's a guy that hangs in the vines and you can hit his tentacle? Okay, I think based on immediately how much this area sucks. Wait, does this not even do damage? Hold on. Okay, okay, that does. Wait, are they even killable? Fucking hell, they're killable, but they take 3 claw lines? Toothy growth that lives on cave roofs, wraps wayward bugs with its long tongue and drags them up to be consumed. Defeat 7 more? I hate things that imply how many there are. Jesus Christ. Well, I hate this place. Okay, yeah, oh yeah, shit, I can bind. I'm going to bind, but then I am also just gonna, like, quit to menu and not explore this area. We're not doing 2 back-to-back, like, 3.5 hour streams. I am, in fact, going to stop playing the game now. So I can go have a snack. Because I'm hungry. Jesus Christ, that sucked. It's actually really reassuring that Grohl, like, that enemy arena and Grohl is considered, like, pretty unanimously among everyone here at least, is considered to be the worst, like, fight in the game. Because even if there are fights that are harder, which I hope there are, Grohl just sucks. I'm so glad Grohl is dead. I've been dreading that for you for months. Hey, can you make me nervous? I feel like you said at some point that there was a boss that you were really worried about, like, me really crashing out about. Was it that one, or is there something else to dread in my future? Oh, and the wall things are very similar to an enemy in Half-Life 2. I think I know what you mean. I feel like I've seen a little bit of Half-Life 2. That was Grohl. Thank God. Thank God that everything left is stuff that brings people joy, even if the joy is also muddled with frustration, because that was miserable. Yeah, also, okay, I don't want an answer to this question, but this is just more my thoughts. I was so, because I'm aware that there's, like, a quest that triggers going into Act 3, I was really convinced that it was the chakra quest, and I was convinced that I was going to be starting Act 3 today. So it is crazy to me that either the start of Act 3 is in Putrefied Ducts, or I have to explore Putrefied Ducts and do something else before I get into Act 3. And I'm good now. I don't need to know the answer. So I think the reason I was so nervous about going to Act 3 before was because I didn't want to get locked out of stuff that I could only do in Act 2. But now that I know that I've done all of that, I'm not actually mad if I, like, stumble into Act 3, I guess, in so much as I can. So I'm not thinking about it as much. When Act 3 happens, it'll happen. And in the meanwhile, I'm having a blast. I even enjoyed exploring Bilewater. I actually think, like, I didn't love the run back, but I didn't love the run back because I didn't like the boss at the end. Frankly, I think if that run back had been followed by Last Judge, I think I would have enjoyed it more. The game won't let you into Act 3 without doing the stuff you'd get locked out of, except for getting cursed ending. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad that I've got that. Like, I was having a bit of a spoiler look through achievements recently. And I'm very, like, I'm just very fascinated by the fact that I don't have all Silk skills. Like, obviously I can see, I'm trying not to look at the pictures too much because I feel like the pictures will give me an idea. But the fact that, like, I haven't got a map of each area, I haven't opened all the bellways, both of those things feel like things that I'll solve with Putrefied Ducts. But yeah, I don't have all mass shards or spool fragments or crests. I've only done a little over half of Volume's Lost Fleas, I think. There are presumably 5 more bosses that give me an achievement. There are presumably at least 3 more quests that give me an achievement. And at least 3 more endings, which is wild. But yeah, I'm going to end stream now and get something to eat because this actually has been another really long one. I hope I might stream next Monday. I'll see, because obviously next Monday is my birthday, so I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to stream on my birthday or not. Honestly, at this point, it feels like it would be a treat to be able to play SILKSONG on my birthday, even if I am doing Putrefied Ducks, which so far is bad. But yeah, as always, I'll post an announcement in my Discord, so until then, enjoy the rest of your evening. Oh, yeah, you can plug a friend of ours stream. Hell yeah. SILKSONG for your birthday would be kind of silly. It would be kind of silly maxing. Putrefied Ducks on my birthday, however, I don't know if that's what anyone would ask for. I don't know if anyone would ask, please, oh please, Putrefied Ducks on my birthday, you know? Curious streaming at around 1 PM Monday UK time? Oh, that's a massive plug, actually. I need to remember how to host other people on Twitch. 1 PM UK time on Monday is actually so convenient. That's like prime content on in the background while I work. Cool. Yeah, that's massive. Exploring Putrefied Ducks may lead to getting to my favorite boss in the game, though. Okay, that makes it worth it. That makes it worth it. If I remember right, Curie's gonna be playing Spiritfarer, which I've been interested in, so that's kind of a good call. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your week, and until next time, whenever that is, XOXO, go piss, girl.